Hey church, it's Jeremiah again, and I want to ask you a question today. If you had to describe Jesus in 2 words, what would they be? I think a lot of different things can come to mind. We might think of Jesus as being powerful and mighty, or gracious and merciful, or king and prophet. But the reality is that Jesus describes himself in different terms. In fact, in Dane Ortland's book, Gentle and Lowly, he points out that out of the 4 Gospels of Jesus, there's only one passage where Jesus describes his heart, and he uses the words gentle and lowly. Let's read the passage together. It's Matthew 11, 28 through 30. He says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." It's really interesting. When the Bible talks about the heart of a person, it's not just talking about the inside or the inner life of somebody. It's actually talking about somebody's entire being, their entire life. And so what Jesus is saying here is that his entire being, his character, his nature, who he is gentle and lowly. And I want to point out that that doesn't mean mushy or gushy in like a romantic comedy type of way. Jesus isn't this Jerry Maguire type looking at us saying, "You complete me." In fact, right before this passage, he is speaking to these unrepentant cities, and he's actually saying these really severe things like, "Woe to you for not repenting." And so we know that Jesus isn't this mushy gushy romantic type, but he describes himself as gentle and lowly. And I wonder if that's always the picture that we have of Jesus. Do we have a picture of Jesus that he's gentle, that he's approachable, that he's not this person who puts heavy burdens on us, but in fact, just the opposite, that living for Jesus, that following him, it's the right fit. It's like wearing a piece of clothing that was tailor-made for you. And I think it's a beautiful explanation of who Christ is for us to meditate on today, for us to dwell on, and to just consider, is that the picture that I have of God? That God is actually gentle and lowly, that he longs to see the burdens of my life be stripped away, not put on me. And so I just want to encourage you that that's who Christ is. Let me pray for you. Father, I thank you that we can open your word and that we can get a picture of who you are, that you don't leave it unspoken, that you actually explain who you are to us. And we might not be able to know fully, God, but we can know accurately. And so we thank you for that. We thank you for who you are. We thank you that you are gentle and lowly in heart, and that we can approach you. We love you, God. Amen. Have a great day, church.